Broadcasting live from WORKBENCHcon 2022 in Atlanta, it's time for Organization Conversation, brought to you by Wall Control Storage Systems. Wall Control gives you the storage and organization you crave.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Organization Conversation. We're coming to you from WORKBENCHcon. We can hear the drills and everything going in the background. So yeah, it's obvious we're around makers. So I'm excited to be here with our guest Sean. Sean, how's it going?
It's going good. Yeah, I'm Sean from CharlestonCrafted.com in Charleston, South Carolina. It's been awesome to be here and talk to y'all and see all of the creative people that are here this week.
Yeah, it's insane. Just the conversations we've had and just things people are doing. It's unbelievable. So, is this your first WORKBENChcon?
This is my first WORKBENChcon specifically. I've been to a few other maker conferences before, but this is, with the last couple of years with the pandemic and having a few kids, it's been tough to get to some of the other ones. But here now and happy to be here.
Yeah, it's nice. I'm glad you're here. It was good to finally meet you in person. So yeah. So how's the conference been so far? Any big takeaways, collaborations, things that you got in the works that you can divulge? Or
yeah, no, it's cool. These conferences are interesting because it's just people from all over, literally all over the country, all over the map in terms of where they are with their business. And sometimes you look at somebody and you might feel intimidated because you're talking to somebody that has 1 million YouTube subscribers, but like for us, we don't have many YouTube subscribers, but we have a website that has hundreds of thousands of page views a month, and they don't even have a website. So it's like, you don't know who you're talking to sometimes, and everybody has their strengths and things that they're looking to improve upon. It's always interesting to to talk to these people and see what's worked for them and get to know more of the different sides of the businesses.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, that's a great point too about just it's easy to focus, be channel subscriber follower focused. But from a brand's perspective, the value of partnering with people who actually have that evergreen content, established website, that kind of thing. That's I feel like that's and I could be wrong. I haven't been able to make it to many of the sessions, but I feel like that's an underserved asset that's super valuable, not just for the individual who has that, but also for the brands they partner with.
Yeah, it's great for brands. It's also great just for for our audience itself. And it's a different thing. We kind of had this mindset when we first started. We started a website because we own the website. It's ours. It's our content.
Totally.
We're not
platform become beholden or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And technically we're a little beholden to how Google ranks us on certain things.
At a certain point, there's
yeah. But it's our content. It's up to us to put stuff up there, and we own it and manage everything. And it's then we can kind of become like a library resource. Because a lot of what we try to do is talk about home renovation projects and simple furniture builds that focus on people that are not pros at this. They're not somebody that is going out and using fancy wood, fancy tools and all that. There's somebody that's bought their first home and they're like, okay, I got this house, but I don't have any furniture yet, or I want to make this space look nicer. And they come, they find us through a search of something that they're looking to do, and then they can kind of look at that whole library of resources that we've built up over the years of doing this, because we have tried it all at this point, in some way, shape, or form. And so, okay, they came here to do this one project, but then, this one's interesting, or I've thought about doing something along this line, and then we've kind of, become that resource for them.
That's awesome, and being the place they can go back to and lean on and be inspired for the next thing, So,
yeah.
So how did you get into woodworking and making from the start, Sean?
Well, my first woodworking projects were done with all I had was a handsaw and a drill on a screen porch of the condo my wife and I were living in when we were, planning on getting married. And the first projects I did were just simple things for our wedding, signs, signage and different crafts and things like that. Then we bought a house after we got married, and it was a 90s house that needed a lot of work, and we just kind of started learning as we go, and it was okay, well, we don't have a dining room table. I need to build a dining room table, and we found some inspiration, and I just kind of figured it out and started to build up the tool library that I had and build up the skill library that I had, and just kind of went from there. Started building all the different furniture for our house, and now we've done everything from coffee tables and dining tables to beds and plant stands and whatever it might be for our home, and all the different types of spaces. And it's been an interesting journey. I've learned a lot.
Yeah,
it's been really cool.
When would you say, or how long into it did it take before you started to develop that confidence? Like, wait, am I actually a woodworker? Like, where is that transition? When does that happen?
Yeah.
I mean, I believe you are as soon as you start, and I'm sure you'd probably agree. But like, when did you say, okay, I'm good at this?
Yeah, I mean, it took me years to feel like I was like confident in my skills in woodworking, and I would not call myself a woodworker now. Even like, I mean, it's a skill that I have. But, you know, we focus on, you know, that just general content creation, like home projects. And a part of that for me is doing woodworking, is building furniture.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't even consider myself a woodworker.
Yeah.
And it's just, you know, I think that's part of it.
It's a tool in the tool chest.
Yeah, and I think that's part of it for what we're looking for, too, which is, you know, to talk to people that are interested in doing projects on their homes. They're not woodworkers. Mm-hmm. You know, our target is to teach people how to do a woodworking project, but they're not a woodworker themselves. So that's, you know, a lot of what we focus on is whenever I do a build project, I put out, you know, PDF woodworking plans for that, step by step. You know, here's the materials you need, the cuts you need, step by step where to go. And I think it gives people a lot of confidence to have like a, you know, dedicated, this is how you do something. And it's worked out really well for us. You know, it's different from seeing some of these other makers who have these beautiful YouTube videos, these long form things, and it's like watching a TV show.
Yeah,
it's really hard to replicate if you're just Joe Schmo. So, you know, it's been a journey.
Intimidating. Like if you were a Joe Schmo, you know, you're like, I can't do that. You know,
and a lot of people watch it for entertainment purposes, and because it's like something that they enjoy, but it's you know, they know they can't do that, and so, you know, it's something that we've enjoyed is focusing on things that people can replicate or are really. People are looking for answers to.
Awesome. Sounds good, man. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time as WorkBenchcon wraps up here, but one more time, how can you tell our customer base where to find you, subscribe, and I guess what does your ideal client or customer you're working with look like in case anybody out there is kind of in the space?
Yeah, sure. You know, we're charlestoncrafted.com, based out of Charleston, South Carolina. You know, most of our social handles are Charleston Crafted. You know, we have a presence on every platform. You know, like I said, our focus is our website, and you know, we try to get people to subscribe to our newsletter so we can give them that weekly content that we have. And in there, you know, you'll see our wall control panels in the back of all of our pictures and video that we do, because, you know, down in our workshop last year, you know, I finally got a chance to actually focus on the workshop. Before that, it's always been working in the house, and the garage just kind of became a secondary. And finally, I said, I got to focus on making this thing organized. After we moved, I have to stop like pulling tools out of cardboard boxes after 9 months. Like I gotta set this up, and those wall control panels in the background with all our tools has been critical to that, and it's like right there, front and center in our shop, and it's awesome to have.
Well, we appreciate it. We appreciate the partnership for sure. So again, it goes a long way in showing our customers that, you know, what they can do. You know, it's like it's subtle, but it's like a connection. Like, I got a wall like that, I got similar tools. Yeah. I'm going to see what this guy's done. You know,
yeah, I'm just in a garage like most people have. So, you know, and it's a critical organization tool for us. So, but definitely, if anybody has any questions about the stuff we do or how we use our panels, you know, feel free to reach out. Sean at charlestoncrafted.com. SEAN. Sean.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us. Organization Conversation is brought to you by Wall Control, a family-owned and operated producer of best-in-class wall-mounted organizers for your home or business, made right here in the USA. To learn more, go to wallcontrol.com.